American versatility in the flesh. Number three is visits. Kind of like the 5 love languages, the review I highlighted, the book 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. Some people main love language is physical touch, and so visits do a lot in terms of that is the only time that you can actually physically hug your loved one, physically touch them. You're actually allowed to kiss them, I believe, at the beginning and at the end. And then there's so much that can be said in person. I believe a lot of things maybe easier to say in person, while some things are easier to say through letters or on the phone. But definitely visits, if they can be managed. People get excited about visits every day, anytime they get them. But I know, like, coming from the federal prison system, they're liable to put you anywhere in the country. Like I said, I'm from Atlanta, but my first compound, I was in Kentucky, in the mountains of Ashland, Kentucky, about 8 hours away. So that was a little bit of a strain on my loved ones to be able to come out there and see me on a regular basis. But I had some people that make it, and I'm forever grateful for them and super appreciative of them showing me that kind of support, because that did my heart so much good in order to make it through one of the toughest times of my life. So number 4 is phone. A lot of guys love getting on the phone. Of course, we don't have cell phones while incarcerated, and I know a lot of you individuals out here in society are like, man, I don't know what I would do without my cell phone. Trust me, you'll figure out a way to make it. I came home to the iPhone 6S, and I mean, I love it. I use it constantly, but for the last 5 years, I didn't have a cell phone, and I was just fine. I was still able to maintain a good relationship with my loved ones. I was still able to check up on people and see how they're doing and relay how I'm doing and how my maturation process is going, and to recommend books that I've read, and for them to recommend stuff for me to put in my queue for in the future. And so phones was a big part of that, because I'm able to talk to somebody anywhere in the world. You can also make long distance calls. Like I said, they get a little pricey, but phone calls are always a great way. So, and it's not one of those things where, from somebody on the street where you can see that they call, you just like, oh, I'll call them back. Like, you can't call somebody back in prison. So it means a lot when you might be able to just step out of the room for a second and give the person a few minutes to talk, because I can tell you this, and it all depends on how some prisons are set up, but for me, I had to walk to the phone room out of my living quarters, and so sometimes I'm walking in snow to go make a phone call, and it's frustrating when I walk in the snow to go make a phone call. I may even tell a person, like, I'm gonna call around this time, and I go and I call and they don't pick up. I don't think they realize how much effort I had to put in order just to make a call to them, to talk to them for a few minutes. But yeah, so number 4, phone. Number 5, lucky number 5, the last one. Number 5 is money. Now, I know it's maybe a sensitive subject for some people, but the reality situation is the prison system is definitely, like Michelle Alexander draws parallels to it in her book, The New Jim Crow. It's kind of like modern day slavery. I mean, I worked for 12 cents an hour, I believe, when we first started out. on a baseline job in prison. I made $5.25 a month. And commissary is like our store, like our grocery store, our Walmart, whatever. And the prices are pretty much the same as what people are paying on the street. Like a bar of soap is $1.40. Toothpaste is like $2.30. Toothbrush is $1. So, it $5.25 a month is, I mean, it's almost a slap in the face to believe that somebody can just rely on that and even meet their basic hygienic needs while incarcerated. And I don't know what the BOP is doing about that, but that's definitely an issue. And so, some people may not realize, but, people really kind of are leaning on others who are outside or depending on them to kind of keep them afloat. Because I know, I've seen with my own eyes, I've seen some people engage in some activities that they may not necessarily have preferred to engage in while incarcerated, but out of kind of necessity, survival, they're engaging in these activities because they don't have any other means, or they haven't gotten creative enough or innovative enough to find any other means where they can support themselves. And so money can definitely go a long way and help people out. $25, $50. People really appreciate that. Now, I will caution you about this. There are a lot of individuals incarcerated who have habits. And so I'm not telling you to support anyone's negative habits. Some individuals smoke, some individuals gamble a lot, and just a litany of other things. I 100% not advocating you to support anybody's negative habit who is incarcerated just because you love them, and especially when you're taken away from your household, and your household is actually gonna miss that, is gonna feel that, is gonna put a dent in that household, to support this person doing negative habits while incarcerated. I believe that being incarcerated is one of the most opportune times where you can get yourself together. You can get rid of bad habits that you used to have on the street. And so, maybe it takes some tough love in order to get that done. But if you have somebody that and only you can know, don't lie to yourself. But if you have somebody who is doing right and is really attempting to get their life together and wants to be a better person, and is going to come home a better individual, then I believe it shouldn't be a problem helping them out and kind of offering a little bit of financial support where you can, in order to make their time while incarcerated a little bit easier. Now, of course, like I said, I'm offering all these. I'm offering this advice from a position of an inmate, and I would love to know what you guys think. I would love to know about any individuals who have people that are incarcerated, any kind of innovative ways that you've thought about or actually utilized, and how to support them and to keep the bond strong and to keep your communication strong. And anybody who, this may have been some a revelation, or one of these 5 things may have been something you're not doing and you decide to employ, please let me know, what you thought about it, or how effective you think it's working, or, if you think that I was just blowing smoke up you or not, just comment. Like I said, be engaged, man, and we're going to have a lot of fun in this journey. So that's it for me for today. From Zone 1 to Zone 6, and all my partners in the sticks, man. Y'all be cool out there, man. And remember, We out here building, not destroying. Take care.